Hey, so hello. This is just a demo of a Ionic application that I made. It's basic. It's a very watered down sort of card system. So yeah, let's get into it. Hey, so demo of the thing. You have a page full of restaurants over here. You can choose whatever restaurants. They're just showing the top dish for each restaurant. So here you have fat cakes for one choice. Over here, down menu goes. Just a bunch of stuff over here. So you can press an item here, add to the cart, choose an item, choose another item. You can even search over here. So if I go here and I press, I don't know, blah, BS, add it, we'll add it to the cart as well. And if I press it twice, then it will actually increase the quantity on the cart. So now that that's done, I can show you the actual cart page. You have to reload this. It's weird asynchronously. So let me just do that. Show me the card page. So just give me a second. Everything's not done asynchronously here, so that's why I have to reload. But if it shows here, you can see the card shown, quantity, obviously that times that gives you that, that, that. Then obviously delivery fee over here. If you want to make it really nice over here. So you can add instruction over here for your delivery. So deliver door. And over here you can, once you've done that, you can make the payments, which will confirm that the payment is successful and the order will be made. So once that's done, you can head over to your accounts. You can view the order over here, view the delivery address over here. I was having issues with my cancel button where it wasn't really working, so that's something to say there. Reorder, I'll get to that just now. So essentially, when you press reorder like this, it will create another order based on your previous order. So if I reload it here, again, everything's not done asynchronously, but like this is just a quick demo. So maybe future projects I'll do things asynchronously. But for now, we just made something quite simple. So we made another order, reorder based on my current order from here. Now you can see all the prices and everything like that. So account details, you press this over here. What we'll do is we'll show you the details over here. Obviously, I'm not John Wick, so we can update this to somehow. And press confirm. Those confirms will be made. You can see it over here has been made. So again, my cancel button is working, so sorry about that. And then you can manage your address, change it here. You know the name of it. Say, I don't know, so relief. And click confirm. And as you can see over here, it's been updated. Same goes for the details on the cards over here. So go down here and change the delivery details. See, it's already here. Change it to soap. Okay, then when I change soap to I don't know. Change that. Go over here. It's been updated. So that's essentially how the system works. So now let's get into the coding part. So data service. Yeah. So obviously you construct when this data service is requested, and it will add this stuff to the local storage. So over here, it will add all of this data to the local storage. How it does that, we'll check if you have any values in the local storage. So if you have the local storage is already like occupied or already has restaurants, then it won't do this. But if it does, then we'll sorry, sorry, we'll take all of this data, this list, I mean this array over here. We'll take this array and we'll put it in the local storage. We'll just set the values in the local storage. That's if there's nothing inside. That's if there's nothing inside this restaurants already. So getting the restaurants simply does is goes to your local storage, it tries to get a restaurant. because if it doesn't get a restaurant, then it's gonna return this here. So one of these is gonna be executed. It's probably gonna be this because we already stated that over here. But if for some reason there aren't any restaurants, then we'll return this. And obviously that will return this value over here. Getting a user, you need a user to do pretty much everything on this system here. I mean, ideally you'd have like a proper sort of login process over here, but this is just a quick demo, so we don't have like the requirements of this assignments aren't that like high level. So we did things a little bit differently. So you get the user from the local storage, get this user string over here. I'll show you why. I'll tell you just now why I called it a string. Create this object, this user object. All of these objects over here that we're creating are shared, not shared, but are made over here under shared folder. So I created various classes over here just to structure my data accordingly. So let me just continue over here. What it does then, it checks if there's a value inside of here. So if this does not return now, so if it doesn't return now, that means there's something inside. So you can essentially what it will do, it will get the first first item in the user array. And since obviously there's only one user, then it's fine to do it like this. But otherwise, in a more like in a serious sort of system that's gonna scale properly, then this is probably not the best way to do it. But for this assignment, it's more than fine to do it like that. And if you don't get something, then create a new user, set those values. These are the default values that I have for the user. I mean, you can make it an empty string, but I'll set this. Why not? And then we'll set that value to local storage. So we'll take this and we'll put it inside local storage of it, like so. Update the user and invokes get user, so it gets the user from this use case over here. I mean, not use case here, but 37 in my mind. But we'll get the user from here, we'll assign it to this value. So this results over here is going to be assigned to this value over here. Then if the user is valid, then what it will do is we'll bring in that user item. So the updates that you've made on the front end, okay, this is the front end, but the updates that you've made on the view side, it will put that in local storage. So that updated value, it will put it in local storage. So that's the updates. Gets this is very similar to this one over here. Very, very similar. Then updates, get the cards over here. So it gets the cards over here from the get cards use case over here. And then what it does, okay, sorry, I keep saying use case, but it's fine. And then we'll just check if since there's only going to be one dish from each restaurant is only going to have one top dish. So meaning a restaurant and a dish is not going to have like a one-to-many relationship. There's only going to be one restaurant with one dish. So you can do things like this by essentially referring to whatever restaurants that we're trying to add to our cart or whatever dish that we're trying to add to our cart. You can check if the IDs match, and if they do, then we've got our item. Then, of course, if this item is within the array over here, um, so this is just checking over here. This checks over an array over here. If the items inside, that's essentially like if the cart item over here is not now, sort of. That's what's happening over here. It will increment the items count over here, and then it will take the items total, and then it will take the quantity times the price. Maybe I should have changed this to quantity to make it more clear, but this over here is referring to the quantity inside the cart. Then, when that's done, we'll put that item. Okay, not so. This happens. It's finished. Then what this does over here is if there isn't any item over here that's already in the cart. So if you adding something from a restaurant for the first time onto the cart, then it will set the values or create this sort of object over here and set the values of the restaurant. So that's what we'll do over there, and then we'll set these items. Once you've done all of this, so in the case that there's something in the cards, in the case that there's nothing in the cards, it will do all of that, will execute that, and then we'll add cards inside here. So what we'll do over here, we'll just add this item inside the cart. It's not inside the cart already. Once that's done, this over here get orders very similar, very similar to this one up here. I'm not going to go into that one. And then over here, place order. It brings in the instructions. I mean, to be honest, if you look through this code, I probably could have done everything a bit smoother over here, but it's fine. So what it does here, bring in the cards, bring in the orders, bring in the user, and then we're gonna use all of that to um, create this order over here. So what it will do is it will create this order object, will assign the instructions value that we have over here. It will assign the cards values that we, the cards value that we brought in from here. And then it will give us dates, obviously, convert that to string, make it like formatted properly. The user from here, assign the user there. Delivery is 50 Rand. This is a fixed fee over here, a fixed fee for delivery. So, it's natural hard code and stuff. Then total, and I know this essentially over here. We'll calculate the total of the order based on. So over here, what you'd have is like a long, like for each value inside the cards, you wanna increment the total, all of that stuff. But doing it this way is just a bit faster. And then I'll obviously add the 50 Rand total at the end. So cool beans. First, obviously, we'll take this order and then we'll push it to the orders over here. And then we'll take the orders array and we'll put it to local storage. So that's how that one works. The reorder over here, if I had done this properly, over here, then this function would not need to exist. But it does. So yeah, sorry. Could have been more efficient. Did this properly. Anyway, we'll essentially do something very similar over here. It's just checking the IDs. So let me just check how much time. Okay, 3 minutes. Oh, let's go. Okay. Some basic stuff. So let's say restaurants array on it will call this function of here. This function will call the data service function and will set that value that's being returned to this result. Same goes for here. When you update the card on the V side, I'll show you just now. It will call this function over here. And what this does, obviously, it will load this view over here, each item over here. So, like, for each, that's what's happening over here. It's going to load each item to the screen. If you click on the item, then it's going to update the card, showing various information over here. And that's on that part. I'll go to search quickly just to show you how the search works. Sorry about that. I'll go open where we find this thing over here. Search term over here. So everything else is essentially working the same, but the search term value over here, what it's gonna do actually, it's gonna go over here. So this is a pipe. Angular has these pipes over here. So what you can do is we'll filter according to the search term over here. So the search term that is over here, it will filter according to it. And it will just get the various relevant data from here, from these various attributes over here, and will filter this list according to that. You understand it? So let's search cards quickly. I mean, this is various stuff over here. So go to the card page for each, all that stuff. Instructions. This is instructions value that's going to be passed to the key. So this is the custom instruction over here. Delivery fee, place order function over here. These are the various models that have been implemented, and obviously on the card page. ng on it have the various parameters over here. I mean, not parameters. What am I saying? The various functions. I mean, values over here called. This is for the model. This is for the instructions over here, and for the various other information over there. Of course, the data service. Whenever you press place order, this is for the model. This is for the user. So to get the user, we'll set the user value to this user value to the result that's from the database, I mean the service. Then over here, obviously, it brings in the values, updates. Quickly. Same thing goes over here, model stuff, update user, get user, reorder, all that stuff, various information set here. And then on this side, we'll show you all the information that you need to know. Yeah. So for each for the orders that are going to show, display the entire orders to the screen. Click the reorder button, it takes you to the screen, obviously, takes you to this function over here. And this is essentially how it works. These are the various models on the system. So yeah, that was a quick one. Sorry, I tried to make it fast, but yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. Or to whoever is watching this. It doesn't have to be you, sir, but I mean, maybe it's a lady. I don't know. I don't know. Not being for anything. But yeah, thank you. Bye. Thank you.